Hey guys, welcome back to another episode of Grave Reviews. My name is Chris, and today I am checking out this new sci-fi horror movie called Prototype. This one is directed by Jack Peter Mundy. Known for known for the movies Amityville Scarecrow and Dinosaur Hotel, which is not a spin-off of the Dinosaur Train, the beloved children's franchise. No, sir. It is a movie about dinosaurs and hotels, and I have seen it. I've seen both of those movies, unfortunately. But we're back talking about Prototype, sci-fi horror, two things I really like. This movie is about this inventor who's created artificial life, or perhaps bought an immortal mask for $600. Either way, he's made a robot, and it turns out he's made another robot now. So he has the robot living in his house, and then he has this new advanced version. He's also very abusive to his family, and then some robot hijinks ensue. That's kind of like the plot of the movie. There's a little bit more detail in there, but those are all the big points. So yeah, I brought up the immortal mask thing. That's the first thing that's going to stick out to you about this movie is the cyborg robot people are very much clearly just a dude wearing a nice looking latex or silicone mask. And they don't bother to do any makeup or anything around the eyes, so it's so very much obvious that they're wearing a mask, and based on the movements and everything, it moves way too much to give it a mechanical look or anything, so it just completely fails at selling the effect of them being androids, for one, which is pretty crappy considering that's 100% what the movie is about. So right away, you're brought out of it with that. And then the rest of the movie also has a hard time selling the ideas they're talking about. You have this guy who's invented these androids, and they have their own AI, and they are incredible machines in theory, but he lives in like, not a crappy house, but not what you would expect for somebody who's supposed to be like, you would think, like a millionaire, rich, tech guy. I'm currently working on my feature film Transient, which we took a long time to track down a location that would work because we have a very limited budget, but there's not much point in making the movie if you can't sell some of these ideas. We found it, but it took some time. It's not like my aunt's fucking a townhouse or something like that, and that's kind of how this feels. So they didn't sell that aspect of it either. So what you got here is some pretty poor writing, some pretty bad effects. Everything is like understandable. I guess that's a prop. Like I could hear stuff. A prop? A pop? A positive? I guess that's a... I don't know what word I'm looking for there. I don't know. I guess it's a positive though. Like there is a competency is the word I'm looking for. Not flair. It's not interesting to look at. It feels like this movie was made in a few days to a week, done very quickly, but just looks like, all right, let's do this, bop, okay, let's do this, bop, okay, we got this, bop, and then we move on. Like it doesn't look like much thought or effort was put into the setups in these shots and stuff like that. The lighting, it's like we put a light up. Yep, you can see their face. Let's fucking do this. It's not interesting. It doesn't sell a mood. It's just there. It's all fast and passable insofar as you can understand and see everything. If the story was super, super interesting, you'd probably be like, I don't care about that as much. But those things, those elements of the visuals we are seeing with the lighting and the shot choices add to a visual storytelling method, okay? And so when the writing complements the visual storytelling and you have an interesting story shot really well and lit really well to build an atmosphere and tone, together usually make a pretty cool movie. And this, you have some pretty generic writing with some really shoddy, fast production, and together you get a pretty unremarkable movie. There's like kill sequences that are just, again, so like lazy and like what that doesn't work. That doesn't work. Everybody knows what you just did there. It just feels like, we did it. Got that done, moving on. I had to look into this movie, okay? And I recognized the name attached to it. Scott Jeffries was attached. He's a dude who produces and directs a ton of movies. Like a ton of fucking movies. And so it's obvious, like, this is a business movie. And a lot, I'm not going to judge people for trying to make movies as a business and make money on them, because we all should make money for our efforts. But the movies suffer because of it. It just feels quick. Like I keep saying, it's just too fast. There's just not enough thought put into any of this. It's not worthwhile. But the poster's cool, so people might check it out. I think that's the goal. Also, I get the themes they're going for with this movie, sort of. The same old stuff. What does it mean to be human? Because are the robots really the evil thing in this movie? Well, yeah, they kind of are. But aren't the humans as well? And yeah, they kind of are. And that theme of what is a human, blah, 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 what is a machine? Like, that's been well-trodden territory in much better movies. And they don't come at it from an interesting angle or anything. So it's just like, okay, yeah, I see what you did there. So I was not a big fan of Prototype. But I do like that Immortal Mask. It's pretty cool. So I would give Prototype a 3 out of 10. This is a movie, and I would pass on it. It's competent enough to be watchable, but is wholly uninteresting, not entertaining, and covers well-trotted tropes and themes that we've seen before in other sci-fi movies. So I would pass on the Prototype, but I don't know what you guys are thinking. So let me know down below what you thought of Prototype, or if you have any other recommendations, and I will catch you here next time, guys. Goodbye.